What's up, man? Whoever the one person is, what's up? What's up, my guy? What you been doing today, man? Hey, you trying to hop on? Just walk away? Or are you good? In this last break at work, in the hoop bathroom. Um, oh, you at work right now? So you probably can't hop on right now, can you? Oh, you can? Like I said, I would have to end it and then invite you. But we probably can do that some other time though. You say you at work, brother. I don't want to get you in trouble. Hell no. What time is it where you at though? You say you finna hoop out there? What's up, Glowy Girly? Yeah, what time is it where you at? Just walk away. 8:10. Damn, you be hooping at night? That's crazy. I can't hoop at night. I mean, I ain't never tried, but I usually don't hoop at night. Jade 752, you talking to me or you talking to just walk away? Okay, what you mean what I do? What you mean? You mean like for work or something? Like what I do for work or I'm just gonna get some shots up, might play a little pickup of some people there for content and stuff. Um I still don't really know you good 752. I don't get what you mean like for content and stuff. I don't know what you mean. What you mean? Because I don't even really do content for real. Not right now, at least. I used to post a lot of YouTube videos and stuff, but I kind of just, I don't know. I'm focusing more on like in person coaching. I got to get all that situated. But I will like start hopping back on YouTube for sure. Yeah. I just don't really know what I'll post. I mean, I'm still gonna be putting out like stuff that I feel like players really need, like little clips and stuff from stream or whatever like that. But as far as like making videos, like how my videos used to be like real videos where I edit, voice record, all that type of shit. I don't know. Appreciate it, Ariella. If I'm saying your name right, you do full time training. Pretty much. Not like all the way there yet because I still do other stuff, but I'm trying to get it to that point. Just walk away. Definitely trying to get it to that point. Because right now I still do like other stuff on the side. I'm still a writer, so I'm a writer, um, and I do other like little side stuff as well. Like I resell stuff, and I've been reselling since like high school. It's just I do a lot of stuff, you know. But coaching is like what I do. It's like my true passion. I like writing a little bit on the side and stuff. I don't write as much no more because obviously I'm focused on this. And then I'd rather just write my own stuff because I had too many issues writing for other people, too much shit. A lot of y'all favorite YouTubers, I've wrote for a lot of y'all favorite YouTubers, and a lot of them people are not good people. I'll just put it like that. A lot of them dudes are weird, man. Scammers, liars, all type of stuff. And they be the ones with the most subscribers too. Crazy. Or, don't pay on time, or it's always something. I am way too impatient to write. I like hands-on work. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I like hands-on work too. But like writing was it's just all it's always been like my hidden talent. Like nobody know that I can write. But it's been something that teachers have always told me I was really good at since I was literally in fourth grade. But I was one of the cool kids. I didn't care about being a writer. You know what I'm saying? The teacher told me I was good at writing. I was like, what are you talking about? Don't nobody care about being a writer. I'm an athlete. I'm trying to go to the NFL. And you talking about I'm a good writer. Don't nobody care about that. But it's something I like doing, depending on the topic. Like I said, that's why I'd rather write my own stuff because I really like writing when it's stuff that I really care about. But when you're writing about stuff that you don't really care about, it can get kind of boring unless that money is really really big. Then it ain't gonna matter. I'll write about whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Damn, bro, I should have got two. These zero sugar Gatorades, these things don't taste like nothing. Um, I'm a mechanic right now. I was doing reconstruction before, but the Arkansas heat and humidity was horrid. Bro, the humidity and heat in Texas right now, bro. Like shit. It's hot down here. And you a mechanic, so you be doing work. You be under cars and shit. You be probably in like the garage or something. Like, boy, I know you be going through it. How long you been a mechanic, bro? I wish I was good at like that handy type of stuff, like plumbing, fixing cars. I wish I was really good with that type of stuff. That stuff I'm gonna have to learn in the future for sure. Cause that type of shit come in handy. Like man, like being a plumber or a mechanic, psh, that shit will come in handy, especially when you a family man and some little problems come up around the house. If you can just fix that shit, man. Yeah, a metal shop. I've been off and on with it for about 6 years. Okay, I stopped to do construction because it was good pay. Yeah, and around 90 hours a week. Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got like two friends that do that are mechanics as well. I also got a lot of friends like in oil field and shit like that. They all went through like the trade school and stuff like that. That's one of the most valuable things. It's funny how like at least for me, I don't know how old you are, but like in school, it's like learning how to weld and all that type of stuff is kind of looked down upon in a way. But those are usually the people that make the most money coming out of high school. Like 5 years out of high school, 10 years out of high school, those are usually the people that make the most money. It's the funniest shit ever. Like the people who just go like straight to like trade school or um, straight out of high school, they start like their own business or work with their dad in a mechanic shop or something like that, or get start welding or something like that. Shit, they end up making way more money than the people who finished at the top of the class and the people who went to college for 3 or 4 years and shit. Like, I always find that crazy. 'Cause I know some people like some of my homies who were like in welding for like 2 or 3 years in high school. They making like 90,000 a year now, and they like my age, 21, 22, making 90K a year already. So just imagine what that bank account gonna look like in the next 3 years, 5 years. So you got people who went to college for 3, 4 years. Should they probably making 40K a year, 50K a year, 60K a year right now? It's hard to find a good mechanic gig, but this one is all right. I mostly do front end work. Also, yeah, welding brings big money, but also gives you gives you lung cancer. Yeah, all that type of stuff is really risky. That's why they pay so much. You know, when a job pays a lot, you can just already assume that the work is going to be a lot. It's like those people like the city workers who be going on top of like skyscrapers and shit. Like, boy, you got to pay me 100K up front to go clean a window or repair a window on the outside of a skyscraper at the top. Like, you got to pay me 100K up front to go do that type of shit. But y'all got friends who they're also like welders and stuff. They be traveling around the whole world. They be going to Africa and all type of shit. Every time I text, bro, I'm like, hey, come hoop, where you at? He was like, I'm in Pennsylvania right now, or I'm in Oregon right now, or I'm in Africa right now. I'm like, God damn, boy. It's funny because he making good money and he traveling the world. And he didn't go to college or nothing. And you got people who went to college for 3, 4 years, shit, they working at a little warehouse job or they working at a fast food spot, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just crazy how, you know, in high school you think that you gotta go to college in order to be successful, when most of the people or a lot of the people that went to college, shit, when they come back, they be in a worse position than the people who didn't go to college, who went straight to trade school or went straight to welding or something like that. Y'all make oh man, that's good. You making 65K at 26? Nah, that's straight, bro. It's way better than most jobs that are. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ain't the average, the national average? I forgot what it is, but it's way more than national average. At least from what I used to read. Nah, that's great. That's great. That's full time. Depending on where you at, obviously. You said Arkansas, but nah, that's great. Shit, because you got people who went to college for I don't know if you went to college or not, but like people who went to college 3, 4 years. Shit, I see them barely making 2K a month, 2K a month, 3K a month. You know, like it's crazy. Smoking is good for you if you are a welder. Uh, I doubt that. I could be wrong, but I seriously doubt that. Yeah, and I get to use the lifts and stuff for my own cars and for the family. Yeah, yeah, definitely benefits. Nicotine cleans the lungs. Does it though, bro? Damn, but is what's the name still on here? I don't know if hold up, just walk away. I don't know if he's still on here, but he was talking about playing about hooping and playing pickup. I'm trying to go hoop. It's nighttime, ain't nobody hooping, but shit, I'm trying to hoop now. He got me ready. I might go hoop tomorrow. I don't know. Should I? I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I feel like hooping now. Really feel like boxing though. I really just want to box somebody. So I might get on Facebook honestly and try to see who trying to. Are you still here? Yeah, you shit. You got me wanting to go hoop now, bro. I'm gonna try to. I might hoop tomorrow. It's just hard on weekdays and stuff because everybody got shit to do. I got to get out and mow here soon. You got to mow your yard. Yeah, bro. My shit was crazy at one time, bro. I went like a month and a half without mowing the yard, and it was raining like every 5 days, bro. It looked like a jungle in my shit, bro. I act like I ain't even noticed it. I was walking through the damn grass and shit. It's all the way up like to my fucking knees and shit. It was crazy. Yeah, but like I said, I might get on Facebook, man. Try to. That's what I did last time. I get in like Facebook groups. I get on Facebook groups and I start asking like, "Hey, who trying to box tomorrow at the park or something like that?" Everybody be swiping up. I guess they be trying to look tough or something because everybody be saying, "Yeah, I'll do it," and then I'll hit them in a private message and they either never respond or they'll be like, "Oh, something just came up." I'm like, "All right, bro, like, whatever." I remember when I made the post on in the Facebook groups asking everybody to come, who wanted to box me. I had like 30 people in the Facebook comments saying they wanted to. Only one of them replied in the private messages. So people I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know if they be trying to, because the comments are public for everybody. So I don't know if people be trying to look tough or something. But when I private message them, they never answer. I remember I was supposed to box one dude. We agreed the night before, and then I pulled up to the park ready to box. And he texts me saying he was in a whole nother city. We got to reschedule. I'm like, all right, bro, like whatever. I have 3 acres to mow, but I've kept thinking, oh, 3 acres, damn. You gotta oh yeah, you said you have 3 acres. Is it your shit? Or are you saying you mowing it for somebody else? Or is it yours? You got 3 acres of yours. It's mine. I bought it a few years back. Damn. Got you. Got you. That was always one of my plans. Like it kind of still is to get some land and stuff. I assume that's some like you got some land, you got a house on the land or whatever. That was always something I wanted to do and still want to do. I always wanted to like buy some land, and then I got the inspiration because my boxing coach, like he had a crazy amount of land in the country, just a crazy amount of land, and he lived in a trailer house. It was on the land, and then right behind it, he built the entire boxing gym on his property right behind his trailer house. And bro, it's to me that's the coolest thing in the world. That's what I want to do. Buy a lot of land, put like a little trailer house or whatever, RV or whatever. It don't even matter. It could be a house as well. It don't even matter what it is. But behind it, I want to put like a couple basketball courts. Then I want to build a boxing gym in the back. And there's my land. I can build whatever I want pretty much. Still got to, I'm saying, talk to the city and shit, obviously. But that's like my dream home. A lot of people's dream homes is like a 3-story mansion or some crazy shit. For me it's simple, bro. I just want some land. It can be an RV on the land. I'll stay in that. Obviously I'll probably need a house if I have like a family or something, but like I just want to build a basketball court in the back, my own boxing gym in the back. I'll probably like make a little mini football field or something. Like, man, Man, I'll be straight. That's all I need. Just go to a boxing gym. Boxing randoms is a good way to get shot. Ways to get shot with the ego. Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot actually. That's what I'm gonna have to start doing. It's a house, a shop, and three wells. I got it for about 20K and a truck that I trade. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I know it's not too late. Just walk away. I just got so much shit I got to focus on right now before I start doing all that. Because that's the thing about life, bro. Like you plan everything out, ahead of time, but time moves so fast and life is so unpredictable. It don't work out how you envision it to. But that's for everybody. That's just life. Hell yeah, it's crazy. Cause I'm 22 right now. Like when I was like 15, 16, 17, like I don't know. I envisioned a lot of things to be different. But now it's like, but life it crept up on me too. It crept up on me so fast. Cause when I was like 15, 16, 17, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have probably a kid or two by the time I'm 22. I'm probably gonna have get ready to get married and shit. You know what I'm saying? But then now I'm 22. Now I ain't got no plans of having no kids, no plans of marrying nobody. It's just it's crazy, man. Life is just so unpredictable. So it's hard to really plan shit. All I do is just take it one day at a time. Once you find your purpose, I feel like life becomes a lot more easier to navigate. That's what I always tell people. Some people just go with the flow and shit, which is cool. I understand that, but I feel like once you understand your purpose, it becomes a lot easier to navigate. Because I feel like my purpose is to help people, especially the youth. That's what I'm all about. It's helping the youth. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my number one purpose, and I'm doing that through basketball. But it doesn't matter. I can be doing anything as long as it's helping the youth. It's cool. That's why I was a boxing trainer when I was 16 years old, 17, 18 years old. You get what I'm saying? I was running a summer camp at 16, 17 with like damn near 100 kids by myself. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just all about helping the youth. That's my thing, and giving back to people and helping people. That's what I do. So no matter what I do, no matter where I'm at in life, as long as I'm doing that, I know I can be happy and I know I'll be satisfied with my life. So again, once you find your purpose, life becomes way easier to navigate. Life has a way of doing that. That's why time is so precious. Yeah, bro, it is. It's crazy. Like not even to make things sad, but I think about how many people, like I've lost and stuff. Just people I know that I grew up with that are no longer here. That's my age. That's 22, mid 20s, early 20s, things like that. And it's just like, damn, it's crazy. You never know. You got to make the most out of it, bro. Again, that's why finding your purpose is so important. Because if something happened to me today or tomorrow, I can go away happy knowing that I was fulfilling my purpose and I wasn't out here just bull jiving, just wasting time, wasting space, wasting energy. I was actually out here doing what I was meant to do or what I feel like I was meant to do. Yeah, bro. After 2020, life in general just changed. I know people say that a lot and they ain't trying to sound corny or nothing, but like after 2020, shit changed, bro. Like, cause 2020, I was around like that's when I was boxing or just when I stopped. So it was around like I probably was 15, 16, somewhere around there. And like especially when like Kobe died as well around that time, and then the COVID stuff, it all happened around the same time. It's like the world got like flipped upside down or spent around or something. Like I always say, like shit don't even seem right no more. Like it don't even. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, bro. Like shit just not the same. Like when Kobe passed, bro, that shit. that fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie, that fucked me up bad. And it wasn't even like I wasn't even like a huge Kobe fan. I'm a huge Kobe fan now, but back then I wasn't even like a huge Kobe fan. But it was just a huge reminder that it doesn't matter who you are, how much money you got, how many people know you, your life can end just like that. Doesn't matter who you are. Like it doesn't matter who you are. Like that's why I think Kobe's death really hit me. Because I was 15 to 16, like it reminded me like, damn, it don't matter. You can be Kobe Bryant and you can still lose your life tragically like that with your kids. You get what I'm saying? Like that shit, like that shit fucked me up because it really made me think about that. And it kind of, I don't know, it just had me really thinking about life in a different way at that time. Cause I was like, damn, that shit can happen to Kobe and this little girl and all the other kids and people on in the situation. It can happen to anybody. You blink and a decade goes by. I personally lost my dad at 16. Damn, sorry to hear that, bro. And you never think about that stuff until it's too late, bro. I swear, that's just life, bro. You always think about shit or appreciate shit when it's too late. I hate that it's that way, but that's just how it is, bro. Especially when you lose like loved ones and close people, because you feel like you're gonna have them forever. Like that's the worst. When they pass, you always like, damn, I should have said this to him. I should have said that. But the reason you didn't is because your mind couldn't rationalize like losing that person. You get what I'm saying? Like, just crazy. Where was y'all when Kobe died? Um, It was in the morning when I got the news. I was in my room because my little sister, she was in the bathroom brushing her teeth because it was in the morning, and I was in my room, and I came out because I was going to go brush my teeth with her as well. So I went in the bathroom, and she was like on her phone, and she was like, "Who is Kobe?" And that's crazy, by the way. But she was like, "Who is Kobe?" And I was like, "Kobe who? Kobe Bryant?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, Kobe Bryant." And yeah. I was like, yeah, yeah. What about him? She was like, "Oh well, he just died." And I promise you, like my heart, it dropped. I didn't even believe her. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? And she showed me the phone. She showed me the article, and that shit, bro. It felt like a family member died, bro. Like I remember, I went in my room. I didn't even brush my teeth that day, bro. I was about to. I put it down. I went in my room, shut my door, got on my phone, and I was just reading all the articles and going on Instagram and watching everybody post it. And I just laid there in the bed, bro. I just laid there in the bed just staring at the ceiling, like, what the fuck is going on? Like Kobe, bro. Kobe Bryant, Kobe, of all people, Kobe. And then when I kept reading the details of the situation and he was with his little girl, that shit, it fucked me up, bro. It fucked me up. I've slept since then. I have no idea where I was. I have no idea where I was. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I'll just never forget that. Like I said, I just always know that my sister is the one who told me. I just didn't believe it. Shit was crazy. But yeah, just to walk away like 2020, bro, shit just different now. Like you said, like it's like a speed run, like time going by so fast. I was just oh excuse me, I was just telling one of my family members like 2 days ago. I was like, bro, it's like the kids are already finna start school. Like summer just started. I felt like it just started. And now the kids are about to be back in school literally like either this week or next week. Like it's crazy to me. I was just having a conversation with my players about, hey, we got to take advantage of this off season. Now they gonna be in school. Like it, I'm telling you, some don't seem right. I ain't no conspiracy theorist or nothing, but some don't seem right. But also, some of my like older family members, they always tell me like the older you get, the faster time goes, and that's so fucking true. That's so true. I gotta take him. Hey, brother, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate it. Go do your thing. But yeah, like I said, like older people always tell me like the older you get, the faster time goes, and that's so true. That's so true because I feel like when we was younger, at least when I was younger, like in school, time went by way slower. Like the school years lasted so fucking long. Like when I was in fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, like the school year lasted so long, bro. Like summer lasted so long, at least in my head. But now like as a 22-year old, like the days I be getting the days mixed up. Sometimes I don't even know when it's Monday, when it's Thursday, when it's Sunday. Like it's just everything is all in one nowadays. For real, it's like the months speed up. I run into old classmates that family, bro. Don't even get me started on that. Like 95% of my friends, the people I used to associate with in school, whether it was high school or middle school, they got kids and shit now. Some of them are married, bro. At 22, at 21, they're married. Some of them got two or three kids. Some of them got five kids already. Like it blows my mind, bro. Like I'll be telling people like life moved way too fast. It moved way too fast. Like how the hell do you got a kid? Like it's because like I still see a lot of my old classmates as like kids. It's when I see them, it still feel like we're high school age or we middle school age, because a lot of them I've been going to school with them since we was 5 years old, since we was 10 years old. So I just still see them as like a kid or just like a student, like we still in school or whatever. But then they walk around with their kids and stuff, and my day one homie, like somebody I consider like my brother growing up, he just got married, bro. Like that don't even seem right, bro. And he finna have a kid too. Like it don't even seem right. Like how the I still like I met all of them when we was kids, when we was 5 years old, 8 years old. Now some of them have 5 year olds and 8 year olds. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like I was just seeing this girl, not me personally, but I saw her at the park, and she was with her daughter. And I follow her on social media and stuff. So her daughter is like, I think she's like 7 or something, and that's when I met the girl. The girl. That's when I met her. It was like in the first grade. So seeing that she has a daughter now that's the same age that I met her, it it's like a mind fuck, bro. It's like what? Like it's the cycle of life, bro. Like we're the adults now, and the kids are who we once were, and it's just going to keep going over and over and over and over again, and it's never going to stop. Like that's crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about. Oh my gosh, bro, they be calling me Unc every hoop session. It be pissing me off. I accept it now because it's been happening for like 2 years, but bro, they all call me Unc. That should be irritating me. Like I said, I accept it now, but they all be calling me Unc. Like that, I'm like, bro, what is we talking about? Like I'm 22. Why is y'all calling me Unc? Like 22 is like they really see that as old. It's crazy. I guess when I was 13, 14, 15, I thought 22 was like old too, I guess. But once you turn 22, you understand like you still a youngin, bro. You still a youngin. When you 22, because think about it, like 40-year-olds and 35-year-olds, they still look at me like I'm a kid. Like it's crazy. They still talk to me like I'm a kid. Even 28-year-olds, I tell them I'm 22. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, you young. You got a lot to learn. Like it's crazy. Yeah, I know 22 is young, but it's just crazy because when you're younger, you think 22 is like, but then you turn 22, and then the 28-year-olds are like, oh, he's still a young and he got a lot to learn. I'm like, bro, I'm a grown man. What are you talking about? I ain't 16 no more. But it's always gonna be like that. Even when we turn 30, there's gonna be 50-year-olds who still look at you like you're a youngin. Like it's crazy. How old you is? Just walk away. You probably told me before. My memory is cooked, bro. You probably younger than me. So you might be older if they calling you Unc. They calling me Unc too, but you might be older than me. Oh, you 26. Yeah, they definitely calling you Unc. They calling me Unc. They damn sure calling you Unc. And what's also crazy, bro, is when I was eight, like when I was like 11, 12, 13, 14, I used to think 18 was old. Like I used to think when you was 18, like life is pretty much over. Like that life gets real. You gotta get a job. You gotta get this. Like you're an adult now. I used to think 18 was just like I used to think 18 was like 25 or something. Then you turn 18 and you still a little boy. You get what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. And I turned 23 in November. Like time just I feel like I just turned 22. Exactly. It's crazy how perspective works. But now I'm gonna be 23 in November. I'm getting into those scary numbers now, bro. Like, man, I remember when I was 19, like the idea of not being a teenager no more, not having teen in your age no more, that shit used to scare me when I was 19. On my 20th birthday, I was like, damn, my life over, bro. This shit crazy. But damn, I'm gonna be 23. And then in 2 years, I'm gonna be 25. Like how, bro? Like what the hell? I don't get it. Enjoy it. Yeah, yeah, I know, man. That's all I try to do. Because like I said, I really value life, bro, because I understand how precious it is. That's why I try to make a difference every day, no matter what I'm doing. What's up, Pete Sulians? I hope I'm saying your name right. What's up with it, man? Yeah, but what's crazy is that like all my friends, cause I ain't even I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even think I have friends from high school anymore. Like all of my friends now that I talk to on a weekly basis are dudes that I met at pickup sessions. Like all my homies now are dudes I met at pickup sessions. And most of them are like 30, 30, 33, 35, 38, and then like 26, 28, 29. Like it's like I'm a youngin' to them. Like I'm the youngin' in the group, you know? But the ones from my high school, like the ones that's my age, I don't really talk to none of them no more. Like they'll occasionally maybe hit me up once every 8 months or something, but I don't talk to none of them no more. You have so much more to learn in life. Embrace the journey. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure, for sure. That's why when a lot of people be giving me credit for my knowledge in basketball and stuff, I'm like, yeah, especially at my age, yeah, I know, I'm probably ahead of most, but bro, I got so much more to learn, bro. Like it's impossible for a 22-year-old to just know everything as a basketball coach. Like there's so much more. Like the jump IQ wise that I've had from the age of 19 to 22 has been crazy. So I know the jump between 22 and 25 is going to be even crazier. That's why all these like young trainers and young coaches online and stuff, they're acting like they're the smartest in the world. Like everybody follow me. I know everything. All of y'all are wrong. I'm right. I'm like, brother, you're like 24. You're like 25. Like you shit. You still on your journey. You still at the beginning of your journey. Everything is gonna seem right at the beginning, but you really gonna learn things once you get the time in or put the time in. Try to feel accomplished every day. Yeah, for sure. Before you started showing your face, I thought you were upper 20s, early 30s. Yeah, bro, that's the funny thing. I remember before I started showing my face, people thought I was like a 40-year-old man or something because before I started my YouTube, I had my defense account. I used to post nothing but defense on Instagram. So they just assumed that since I was posting defense that I was an old head. So it would be crazy. I would have like 20-year-olds in my comments when I was like 17. It would be like 20-year-olds calling me an old head. I'm like, brother, I'm younger than you. What is you talking about? Like I had so many messages of people calling me an old head. And once I said MJ was the GOAT, I got those comments even more. It was like old heads like you, y'all think MJ was perfect. I'm like, brother, calling me an old head when I'm 5 years younger than you is crazy. We got everybody assume that I'm way older than I am. Like every time, like I'm gonna tell you like the funny thing. Like before I started showing my face, when I just had my defense account, I was still coaching, mentoring players, and educating players and coaches on my account. But a lot of them, I was helping a lot of coaches in the DMs and stuff and on calls. And I was doing that when I was like 17, 18. And a lot of those coaches were like 50. They were thinking that I was around their age too. Little did they know they were learning from a 18-year-old. And they was coaching for like 20 years. And I was like 17, 18, and they was asking me for advice. It was the craziest shit in the world, bro. They did not know that they was taking advice from some 17-year-old in his mama house. Like, it's crazy. You ain't lying. You got an old head voice. That's crazy. I got an old head voice. That's you for real, bro. Damn. I guess that's a good thing though, because I'm a coach, so I need that bass in my voice. Because a lot of people tell me I don't even look 22. I look younger, so I don't even like that. They say it's a compliment. I don't even like that. 'Cause I'm a coach, man. I gotta have some bass in my voice. Y'all can't be looking at me like no damn teenager or nothing. But an old head voice is crazy. I ain't never heard that one before. I don't even know what that means. No, I know what you mean though. That ain't bad. I feel like most people our age try to copy each other. Yeah, for sure, bro. We need to help the two basketball coach. Who is that? Who is the two basketball coach? I think I know who you're talking about, but I want you to clarify. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, that's what. Yeah, I knew that's who you was talking about. He he don't want to be helped, bro. And those are the worst type of people. I stay away from people like that. People who are so afraid to be wrong that they will just like they will die on that hill. They know they're wrong, but they're so afraid of being wrong that they are afraid to, like admit it. Those are the worst people. People who can't hold themselves accountable, especially as grown men. I stay away from those type of people. Those are the weirdest type of humans to be around. Like you do not want to be friends with those people. You don't want to work with those type of people. It's terrible. It's terrible. I can't. There's nothing I can say to that man because he believes he's right. He believes he's right. He truly believes it. He lied about being certified, USA certified for real. I'm not surprised though. You can just look at his content. I used to because I've been seeing this content for like maybe like 2 or 3 years. When I scroll and I look at it, I just laugh. I just thought it was funny. I never took his shit serious. I thought he was just like one of these like creators or something. Like one of these just, like I'm so used to seeing those type of dudes who just post rage bait content. I thought he was just one of those guys. And he's pretty much is. But he's one of those guys who thinks he knows everything, and that he can't be wrong because he's a coach, so he can't be wrong. Those are the worst people. Those are the worst people. Like, fam, you literally you're wrong, bro. Like you're wrong. And then I saw when he tried to justify what he said by using Draymond because Draymond said, yeah, the cross step is actually something he worked on. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's two different situations, bro. Two different situations. It has nothing to do with each other. Draymond was one of the best defenders of all time before he learned how to do the crossover step. And then the thing is, now here's the real problem. That ain't even the real problem though. That ain't even a real problem. The problem is that's not what everybody is mad at. That's not what everybody is mad at. The problem is you're saying never slide. That's the problem. You're saying never slide your feet. That is the issue. That's the issue. So the fact that he's honing in on like y'all said never cross your feet. It's like, bro, like stop. He keep talking like people are stupid. Again, those are the worst people to be around too. They think they talk to everybody like they think everybody is stupid. So he's saying like, oh y'all said I was wrong. Y'all said I ain't know what I was talking about. Draymond Green, the defensive player of the year, he's saying you should cross your feet. So is Draymond wrong? I'm like, brother, you know damn well that's not what we talking about. You know damn well that's not what we talking about. He said never cross your feet. Or never, no, he said never slide your feet. Like what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Then he showed videos of like NBA players crossing their feet, and he's like, "See, they're crossing their feet too." He just think everybody's stupid, bro. Like that's not what we're talking about. Like, damn, you might just show us videos of people sliding their feet too, because I can show you countless clips of Davion Mitchell, Lou Dort, Drew Holiday, Alex Caruso, Devin Vassell, all of the league's best defenders sliding their feet and locking shit up. I can also show you clips of them crossing their feet and locking shit up. You know why? Because it doesn't matter what footwork you use. Use whatever you got to use to lock shit up. Some players are just naturally better at defending while turning and running and crossing their feet. And some people are better at sliding because some people have a lower center of mass. Some people can just naturally move really quick laterally, like Lou Dort. Some people can't. Guys like Jaden McDaniels, he can obviously slide, but he turns and runs a lot. Paul George turns and runs a lot. Jared Vanderbilt turns and runs a lot, but they also can slide. But due to their physical attributes, they prefer sliding. I mean, like turning and running. Jaden McDaniels, he does it all the time. You get what I'm saying? And also, it depends on who you're guarding. I do it too in pickup. So if I'm guarding somebody who is like slow and don't have a really good handle, I will slide my feet because I can slide and keep up with you. But if you're like really really fast and shifty and shit, I'll probably hit you with one slide, then I turn and run and beat you to the spot. That's what David Mitchell does. If he's guarding somebody just as fast as him, or if not faster, and they're quick, shifty, he'll probably slide with you, and then he'll turn, run, cut you off, boom, snap, and then slide, turn and run, snap. It's a mixture of both. But the fact that he's like fixating on this, like it's stupid. Whatever you got to do to lock shit up, do it. I don't care if you play defense behind your back. If you're locking shit up, then do it. I don't care if you got to lock somebody up by hopping on one foot. If you get in stops, then do that. I don't care. Whatever you got to do to lock shit up, do it. I teach my players both. I teach them how to slide their feet. Like you can see on my YouTube short when I was teaching the 12-year-old, we work on slides. That's the foundation. That's the fundamental of defense. Learning how to slide properly, right? Now, obviously, there are times where you turn and run, but the sliding is usually the foundation. That's what you want to teach first. That's the foundation, right? But if my 12-year-old player that I teach, if he ends up preferring the crossover and turning and running, that's cool. Like in the future, that's cool. But he'll always have the foundation as well. He'll be able to do both. It's not what's better or worse. It's about what you prefer and what you're more efficient at. Me personally, again, like I told y'all, it depends on the person I'm guarding. But I usually like turning and running more. Like turning and running, that's what I like to do. I feel like I'm not fast no more like I used to be at sliding my feet. But I can lock your ass up by turning and running. And you can't cross me because I'm already anticipating the snatchback. That's what David Mitchell talks about. That's what I've been preaching for the past 5 years. You can cross your feet as long as you anticipate the snatchback. Now, if you just a dumbass and you just cross your feet and you turn your fucking brain off, yeah, you're going to get crossed, you know? But as long as you anticipate the snatchback, as soon as you snatch back, your body is, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be already right there, you know? But again, it's just a preference, bro. It's not a right or wrong. Neither is better. It literally depends on who the player is and what you prefer and how your body naturally moves. Yeah, he even called out those players, coach. Just stupid, bro. Mid range needs to get an interview with him or you. Yeah, mid range already have one. I definitely want to do another one because the first one, I didn't have my camera on and shit. So I definitely want to do another one. I definitely want to do another one. Shaq ain't sliding. Hell no. Shaq not doing nothing. He gonna stand there. Um, but no, for real, Shaq probably ain't sliding. He's gonna have to turn and run. It all depends. You know, Shaq is obviously 7 foot, 500 pounds. So the basketball community lacks using exactly, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's the whole training industry as well. It's crazy. That's when I watched like training sessions and stuff. I just love basketball. I just love watching. I don't care if you're a trainer, coach, or a player working up by yourself. I just love watching basketball. I love people grind. Even if I think it's wrong, I just love seeing people put in work. But like the amount of concepts that these trainers do not use is crazy. It's crazy. They be teaching all these moves. I'm like, brother, when is that player going to use that? Why would they use that? That player cannot shoot at all. They can't finish at all. They suck at most things. Why are you teaching them moves when they have zero foundation? Their coach is never going to let them do any of that. If you can't finish layups with your offhand, if you can't make open shots, then doing all the dribble moves ain't gonna mean shit. You're gonna cross somebody over and then airball the shot. Or you're gonna cross somebody over and get to the rim and miss. It defeats the whole purpose. You know? When I see players like that who have all the moves but can't shoot and can't finish, they don't have an elite they don't have a good foundation. You get what I'm saying? That's why like a lot of people's training is upside down. Build your foundation first. It's gonna be boring. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be tiring. But once you build your foundation, any move will work. Any move because you're such a good shooter, you're such a good finisher, you're gonna figure it out. I feel like he teaches skills above some kids' skill set. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's most trainers. That's most trainers. Meaning they should learn the fundamentals first. Y'all teachers trying to hurt. Yeah, bro. It's stupid, bro. For sure. Like I said, that's most trainers though. You go find like most trainers, especially when they be posting they training sessions on IG Reels and stuff, especially Facebook Reels, because I be on that every day. That's my business page. So there's this one trainer. He always posts like all these kids doing all these fancy moves and stuff. And I'm like, brother, I know that kid can't shoot at all. I know that kid can't finish. I know that kid has no IQ. I know that kid don't care about defense. I know that kid don't have leadership skills. You get what I'm saying? Like the things that make a really good basketball player are things that the trainers don't teach. Like these kids have no foundation at all. It's just backwards. It's backwards. Did you see the video about why old NBA players dribble so hard? It was in. I didn't watch it, but I seen it on my feed, and I also seen like a lot of people react to it, so I gotta check it out. But I already seen a video like that. It probably was by that same channel, but they posted a video like that, and I watched it. I already know it's basically because of the rules and stuff. It's because of the rules. That's something I already talked about all of that. But I definitely have to watch that video. But like I said, I think that same channel posted a similar video a while ago, and I watched it. I noticed that every elite defender has unique qualities about themselves. Exactly. They have certain unorthodox things that they do, just like everyone has. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Exactly. That's why when like certain NBA defenders like a Drew Holiday, Herb Jones, somebody like unique type of guys, when they do something that's very specific to them, and then these trainers see that and they try to teach it to everybody, I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing? Let's say they offensively, like certain players, they do things that's just like, like very specific to them and their body types and how they grew up, and the trainers will see that and try to teach it try to make it go viral. Oh, look, SGA did this new thing. He did this new trick. Everybody should do it. I'm like, brother, they be missing the whole point. Like, there's a lot of things that I do when I hoop that I would never teach the players. I would never teach it. I would never teach it. But it's just very specific to me and how I play, and it's very comfortable to me, and it's very natural to me because it developed naturally. Because I've played a lot of basketball, it developed naturally. It's not something I really worked on. It's just something that just happened, you know. But a lot of these players, they'll see that and then they'll try to copy it and do it, and it won't. It's not specific to you. You didn't develop it naturally like I did. It's not something you should be working on. It's not something you could develop if you work on it. It's not something you should be working on. That's why I say just stick to the basics, man. Stick to the fundamentals and play a lot of basketball. That's where you'll learn like your own identity. You'll get your own identity. You'll build on that creativity. You'll start learning and doing things that are specific to you. But you got to build an elite foundation first, the basics. You know, uh, it's like the jump shot. People love to give the cookie cutter advice about how to shoot. Yep, people will shoot differently from each other because their body structure better. Get shot there. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't really focus on shooting form with my players that I develop. All I focus on is like, just make sure it's just a fluid shot. Make sure it's fluid. That's it. I always say just like use the power comes from the ground. Make sure it's in one motion. Even if it's a two motion shot, just make sure it's fluid. Hold your follow through up. Make sure you're shooting up to get arc. This is basic shit. Basic shit. And then the most important thing is reps. And then just as importantly is creating open shots. Those are the two things that like my players, especially my younger players, we work on every single week. Hella reps, like hella reps in a short amount of time and creating those open shots. Though that's most important. That's most important. So we always work on like, and of course, ways that you can create open looks. We're big on screening for each other to create open looks, especially out of split action. Man, that's the number one action for my players that I teach, because they're just, it's so easy to run, and it's applicable in like any offense. You can run it without a coach even telling you to. You know, you can just like, let's say you cut from the 45, you don't get the ball. Now you can just loop around and just go set a back screen on your teammates man, and y'all could just run splits just naturally, just like that. One person will cut to the rim, the other one can like pop out, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I teach them how to get open shots. You can also get open shots like sprinting in transition. You know, as soon as y'all get the defensive rebound, sprint to the corner, just outrun everybody. Steph Curry gets so many open threes like this, but mostly screening, and then like lifting and drifting off the ball. That's how so many, like Con Knipple, that is my guy. He is he's becoming like a really good player. So he's going to get less and less open shots, but he is like the king of creating open shots with off ball movement, like lifting and drifting off the ball. You're going to get a lot of open looks from that if you do it properly. Sprinting in transition, you can get at least one three a game off of that. Setting screens, Concanipple, especially when he like hits does the ghost screen, he gets like two or three open threes off of that action alone. So work on getting open shots, and getting the reps will take care of like your effectiveness. Once you get the open shot, you obviously got to knock it down. But obviously, if you get open shots, those are higher percentage shots than non-open shots. So you ain't even got to be like an elite shooter to be a threat from three. You just got to be good at getting open shots. But a lot of players are not good at getting open shots. So they're not really good shooters and they shoot bad shots. That's not a good combination. But if you're just a decent shooter, but you create open looks for yourself all the time, you can shoot like 36% from three, 37% from three. I've been watching your vids for months and I've seen big improvement. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Glad the video's been helping, bro. They don't realize. All right, let me stop reading so damn slow. They don't realize players typically get into their bag because they're so elite at doing the main. Exactly, bro. It's literally that simple, but trainers just don't get it, or they don't want to get it. For sure, Jeremy. Oh, okay. You figure those unique things to expect. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Like there's a lot of weird shit that I do on the court that everybody's like, bro, what the hell? And to them, it's like a bad shot or crazy, but to me, it's just natural. I'm so used to playing like taller, more athletic players that I'm just like crafty. I do certain things that are like unorthodox, and it's things that is unique to me. You know, you figure out those things by just playing a lot of basketball. Yeah, people looking at what experts do, thinking they did that stuff in the beginning to get to where they at. Yeah, it's dumb. I speak on that all the time, Stuart. It's crazy. Like who did that? They don't even make sense. Why would you focus on the things that they're doing now? You should be focused on things they did to get to that level. People just need to quit being copycats and be themselves for sure. I feel the same way with jump passes. Always up when jump up when I pass. It's something I just picked up playing. Yeah, for sure. I remember my freshman coach. He hated jump passes, but if you was good at it, he wouldn't say nothing. You know, or no, it wasn't jump pass. It was one hand passes. He always said he was always like, no, don't throw one hand passes. But me, I was crazy good at one hand. I'm still crazy good at one hand passes. So when I threw like three of them in practice, he stopped saying anything because he was like, okay, he's earned that. He has that ability. And that's just something I picked up naturally, you know? What age groups you usually teaching? I have a development program, and my development program is ages 10 through 18, so players still in school. I prefer like 10 through 14 in my program because that gives me enough time to develop them, no matter if they're 10 or 14. If you're 14, it still gives me 4 years to really develop you before you get to college. And obviously, if you're 10, I have a lot of time. But that's like my program. But outside of that, I still develop and train college players, pro players, whatever. It don't matter. So basically, everybody. But for the most part, it's 10 to 14. Curious, what offense do you run? I don't coach a team yet. I'm like a private coach. I develop players uh, on the back end. I definitely want to. I might. I'm thinking about, and I hate AAU, but it's so damn popular. I can't avoid it. So I'm thinking about, and it'll be good for my development as a coach. So I feel like I may start an AAU team next summer. Khan also underrated defender. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm just interested to see how his defense is gonna look like once they start getting to the playoffs. That's when we're gonna see how good or bad he really is defensively. Lock Nation, you should make a Discord. I already got a Discord. I don't have a group though, but I have a Discord profile though. Because I think I had to make one. I made one when I did the interview with Coach Midrange, so I made one. Hey Coach, this is William. My old channel got flagged. So damn, why I get flagged? What you do, bro? I'm out of Texas, Longview, Texas. You must have been doing something crazy, bro. And don't lie either. What was you doing over there, bro? I think I uploaded too many shorts in one day. How many did you upload? Okay, I used to live in Houston and Beaumont. Oh, okay. Damn, where you live at now? I use your scoring workout video a lot. Okay. Watched your fundamental videos, and I recently had a great game scoring off the ball and attacking closeouts, and I also got multiple assists with jump out. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Bag work. Shout out to you, my brother. I'm glad I could help. From the Cali and Sacramento area. Okay, got you. Oh, like 6 shorts in one day. Damn, what was they about? Was they like basketball? And I'm glad I could help. Bag work. Did you see how like simple basketball can be though? When you really focus on those things, you see how simple basketball can be. Because I bet now, like you can easily identify closeouts. Like so, whenever that ball comes to you, you got somebody running at you. You know either shoot or drive. So now that you know those are your two options, that the only two options that you need to worry about, basketball is just a lot simpler now. You don't have to overthink. Like every time I help somebody with closeouts, they always tell me like, bro, like scoring became easier once I started focusing on closeouts. And I'm like, yeah, bro, because you like closeouts that closeout situations happen more than any other situation in basketball. So if you can master closeouts, you master a large part of basketball. What type of offense do you like? What offense would you run if you had a team? It depends on my personnel. It depends. Um, but it would probably be like a conceptual offense. So probably more so. Yeah, it'd probably be like a conceptual offense, but probably kind of like the Princeton offense, maybe kind of sorta. But I would really run like splits. Yeah, so kind of like yeah, it'd be conceptual, but it'll kind of have like the Princeton mixed in there because I'm in love with the split action, But there's so many like variations and stuff. You run Princeton, yeah. There we go. There we go. I'm telling you, like I love it. I love it. Like obviously, like the Warriors really popular made it popular, like split action and stuff. that Princeton offense, and obviously the Princeton team themselves obviously started it, but the Warriors really like took it to another level due to their personnel. I ran Princeton in high school and in college. Yeah, it's a great offense, especially when you got high IQ players who know how to play the game, and you got a passer like a good passer, passing big man. It's amazing. I played because usually when I play pickup, it's not really a lot of high IQ players, but it was like a couple rare times when we had like a high IQ big man who was a really good passer. He was like 6'5", like 250. In pickup that's like 7'2". And he knew what the split action was. Oh my gosh, he made basketball so easy. Too many kids just stand around now. You got to force them to move. Yeah, that's why. Like I said, most of my training is off ball movement, creating open shots, and just playing with an advantage and creating advantages. But obviously, you still got to teach them how what to do with the ball in their hands. But most of these kids, especially over here in America, like they're going to learn how to cross people up. That's just the culture. They're going to work on that shit by themselves, whether you want them to or not. So I think we need to focus on what we know that they're not going to work on by themselves. None of these kids are going to work on off ball movement. None of these kids are going to work on defense. So those are the things that we need to focus on. Like teaching these kids bag work and ISO moves. It's like, brother, they're going to work on that in their backyard, in their front yard every day by themselves. Let's focus on the things they're not doing. Uh, Bagwork said it's way easier and simple. I used to struggle a lot to play the American style of basketball in England. I don't ISO anymore. I use a lot of screens and off ball movement. Man, you getting it? You getting it? I'm telling you, that's exactly what I be when I be playing pickup with a lot of the youngins. I be telling them like, bro, learn how to move off the ball and set screens. Basketball has become so easy. You're gonna get so many open layups and open threes. Like y'all be making basketball so hard. Like y'all catch the ball and then y'all want to dribble out and then try to ISO. It's like, bro, like all you're gonna do is take an inefficient shot. Like learn how to move it out the ball. It makes basketball so much easier. You see the game, you see the game in a different light once you learn how to move off the ball. You're like, bro, this shit is easy and it's fun too. Because most players can't guard it because they're not used to playing offenses and offensive players who are really good at off ball movement. Because over here in America, it's not a lot of that, which means defenses are not prepared for it. So if you can play off the ball really well, defenses ain't gonna have no answer for you. Good answer. Oh, okay, I read that. I coach a team of 9, 11-year-olds. We just work on DHOs at the moment. Yeah, bro, that's great. That's great. Like DHOs again, another advantage type of situation. And that's really good for kids too. That DHO, because the kids that's gonna be defending it, a lot of them like in screen situations, they ain't gonna know what to do. Because a lot of coaches ain't teaching their kids how to talk, and even if they do, a lot of kids just ain't gonna talk on defense. That DHO will mess them up, especially like screens in general. It's gonna be a lot of confusion. It's gonna be hard to guard DHOs and pick and rolls and ball screens and stuff without knowing how to talk. But yeah, DHOs is always like it's kind of like a secondary action I like to use out of the split action. So let's say if the screener in the split action is coming to set the screen for me and he slips to the basket, so I'll pop out to the ball. Let's say I'm getting kind of locked up and the guy that slipped, he wasn't open either. So now I'll kind of like boom, hit my man with a quick like jab, boom, then I'll get into the DHO. So now we can get into like another advantage situation. It's like the Tyrese Maxey special. I would hate to guard Tyrese Maxey off a DHO. Oh my gosh. Uh, Kids just want to create own shots off the dribble nowadays instead of cutting and scoring out screen. Yeah, that's just the culture. Unfortunately, that's why I'm trying to do my part and like changing that. because man, like a lot of these kids, bro, there have been players that I've trained that they would tell me like they were like, "Dang, coach, you not teaching me how to get a bag. I want to learn how to break ankles and stuff." I'm like, "Oh, brother." Like I've had players tell me that, like 13 and 14-year-olds. I'm like, "Damn, coach don't never let us get into our bag." And I'm very brutally honest with them. They know that about me. That's why a lot of people can't train with me. But I'm like, dog, you suck. You can't shoot and you can't finish. Why would I teach you a bag work when you can't even make two layups in a row with your left hand? It takes you it takes you 20 minutes to make three threes in a row. And this is a true story, by the way. And you want me to teach you bag work? This is what I told him. He got mad, but I'm like, come on, man. This is most kids around the country, around the world. It's like y'all talking about bag work. Y'all suck, which is okay. Like people, like a lot of kids need to hear that. Like you suck. Here's how you actually get better. You know. But just teaching these kids bag work and you're making them think that this is what makes an elite player. You as a coach, you're a terrible coach. You're a terrible coach if you're not telling them what they need to hear and you're just telling them what they want to hear. That's how I always approach it. Uh, I run a hybrid offense, Princeton mixed with five out of triangle. Yeah, 6'5" and pickup is like 7'2". It's funny because it's true. Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, even like 6'3", 6'3" is like 6'11". You get what I'm saying? If you 6'3" and you walk on a pickup court, you getting picked up first by everybody. I love that DHO. Yeah, DHO. I love DHO, especially as like a secondary action. Like, oh, okay, my first action didn't work. Boom, let me go get the handoff, and man, that's my shit. I love it because I'm really good at throwing cross court passes with one hand. So I love DHOs because if I can get to the rim, I can still throw that cross court. I just love it, bro. I love it. I love it. Whatever y'all talking about, whatever y'all talking about. Good info, lot. What's up, Sky? It's about time you pulled up. When you're not here, we be having good basketball conversations, man. And you come here and you start saying a whole bunch of bull jive. The only thing that kept me starting last season was defense. So putting your vice into practice helps a lot, especially playing in a country that likes to score and less dribbles and plays every time. Yeah, bro. Defense, I'm telling you, is just as important as offense. Just as important. Learn fundamentals first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh Digital college ball. He's talking to P94. You can't break ankles if you don't know the main thing. Knowing how to do the main thing is what sets people up to get caught. Exactly, bro. What is coach mid range shades? Full speed left, full speed right, bro. Like that's literally what I teach. I just say straight line drives, you know. But I'll be wanting to just say full speed left, full speed right. But that's his stuff, so I don't say it. But that's literally all it is. I forgot what NFL receiver. I don't know if it was DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think it was him. It was somebody else. Was it Devontae Adams or was it? It was some elite route runner, and he was talking about like, man, stop doing all those crazy receiver drills from these online coaches. They don't know what they're talking about. Just go run routes at full speed as fast as you can. That's how you're going to become an elite route runner. Not by doing all that fancy footwork tricks and shit. Go run routes at full speed. That's how you actually develop speed, develop all of those qualities needed to be an elite route runner in the NFL. By practicing at full speed, your body has to adapt to that. Now, once your body gets used to playing at full speed, ain't nobody gonna be able to fuck with you because it is hard to guard somebody who plays at full speed all the time. You get what I'm saying? And it's the same thing in basketball. Like I think I saved that video of the NFL player. I'm gonna have to post it Maybe on, I don't know where I can post it. I might post it on YouTube one day, but like it applies to basketball as well. That's all he said. He was like, man, I don't do all these fancy drills and tricks and stuff. I just go outside, run my routes at full speed. That's all I do. He was like, man, I can work on conditioning like that. I'm training my speed. I'm training my balance. Like I'm coordination, everything. Like training at full speed can help so many things. In this game, realistic because that receiver, he's been guarded. He's going to be guarded by the defense's best, like DB, cornerback, safety, whatever. So that best believe that guy is fast as well. He's quick as well. So you got to be able to play faster than him. You got to be able to keep him on his toes. Going slow and methodical, that's you're gonna get your ass locked up. Especially if you're a smaller receiver, you gotta learn how to play fast. The thing is, you ain't even gotta be fast to play fast. A lot of y'all are fast in general, but y'all don't know how to play fast. You get what I'm saying? Or a lot of y'all are slow, but y'all play slow intentionally. It's like you can be like naturally slow, but play fast. Play at your version of fast. That probably makes no sense to a lot of y'all, but play at your version of fast. I always tell people like, y'all see how fast De'Aaron Fox and John Wall plays, especially John Wall and Russell Westbrook. I'll be like, y'all see how fast Russ plays and John Wall? And they're like, oh, but coach, I'm not athletic. I'm like, yeah, of course you're not as athletic as those guys, but that's not the point. The point is they are running at full speed. So you need to be running at full speed as well. It may not look like John Wall, but I promise you, it's still gonna make you harder to guard. You know? You can't yeah. Damn, P. Cillian, you played at Army? Was you coach there or you play basketball there? Yeah, William, that's a D1. Don't be scared. Don't duck the ones. You and Scott still gotta play. You gotta play P. Cillian now. I don't care if you win D1. You gotta run the ones with him now. For reals. One-handed pass has always been something I could do. I had a football phase, so I guess that really helped. Yeah, for sure. That's why playing multiple sports is so important. Defense will always get you floor time for sure. I can talk actual basketball. Most of the stuff we disagree with, mostly the semantics and discourse for me, it takes, but actual basketball, we agree 100%. I would never agree with you, Sky. Straight lines and angles. Yep, for sure. I'm gonna start posting. Yeah, for sure. Please start posting content, William. I'll definitely watch all your stuff. I'm mad that they took your shorts down. That sounds crazy. Yeah, I'm mad that they took your YouTube shorts down. I definitely wanted to see it. So start posting stuff. I definitely want to check it out. It makes sense. Long time ago, I'm 40. Oh, you're 48, P. Sullivan. I'm probably saying your name wrong. My bad. But I don't know why I was thinking. I thought. Oh, so you did you hold up? Long time ago, best. Oh, okay? I got you. I got you. I got you. Damn, so you got a lot of knowledge, man. I'm gonna play Sky. Don't worry. I'm gonna text him on Discord later. Lock. All right, bet. Lock. Full speed left. Full speed right is key. Yeah, it is, bro. That's why I literally just say straight line drives, but full speed left, full speed right, same shit, bro. It's literally that's all it is. Didn't verify my channel. My channel. That's why. Okay, I got you. I ain't making the same thing. I ain't making the same mistake again. I did too many tasks for this YouTube shit. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. That's why when my Instagram got wrongfully deleted, I'm never going back. People been asking me since it got deleted, like make another one, make another one. It's like, bro, y'all understand? Like I've been putting in work on that channel, on that page since I was 16, bro. Like I can't get none of that shit back. I can get none of that shit back. I'm not starting over. I put my life and shit into that page, bro. All my connections was over there, like all my connections with NBA players and NBA coaches and stuff. Like Like I can't. I'm not gonna redo all that, but I put in too much time. Are you a diehard Penn State fan? Oh, basketball or football or like both or just basketball? Because y'all had who was that really good defender y'all had in basketball? Was it Baldwin? That was his name. He kind of like a short guard, 6 foot maybe, 6'1". I was studying a lot of his film. If I'm remembering correct, I think he played for Penn State. Why want to smoke with me? Why I ain't even talk anything to him. Yeah, bro, I'm instigating, man. I'm all for the smoke. I wasn't the fastest or most athletic, but I could shoot, play defense, and I had IQ. Both mostly football. Got you, got you, got you. Here I go getting calls again on live. Don't nobody call me when I'm not on live. Nobody calls me ever. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Hold up. He gonna have to call the other phone or text me or something. Cause I don't know if I answer this, it might end the live. Here you go with all that. Oh my gosh. Hold up, yep. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Swear don't nobody want to bother me until I'm on live. Try talking about. uh was it battle? P94? Was it battle? It may have been. I'm not sure. I feel like his name was Baldwin. Was it? It may have been battle. I forgot. I know he won like defensive player of the year in y'all conference, I think. I could be wrong though. I forgot his name. YouTube is definitely better for actual basketball training content than IG. Reels are the worst thing to ever happen to basketball. Yeah, it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. I don't know if you go on TikTok, but in your opinion, okay. Because I actually don't use Insta as I used to, but uh, bro, Sky is me. We're from Discord, but I don't have TikTok. But I'm sure, yeah, I know it's you. I'm just saying with G because fuck it. This dude Lock hate me so bad. He thinks I'm so bad, unathletic that I couldn't dunk. Damn, like I ain't that trash. You gonna have to show me. You gonna have to show me because I don't believe it. I seen your pictures, man. Like I said, I'm really good at judging how good somebody is by looking at them. 11-0. Uh, some advice for all aspiring coaches not to plug anything, but USA Basketball Clinic and website NFHS has some great content for new coaches. Sorry for the unwanted plug. No, bro, I appreciate it. Like I said, you got a lot of knowledge, man. I definitely would want to have a conversation with you sometime, man, because I'm all about learning, especially from somebody who played at that level. I know you got a lot of knowledge that I don't have, so I definitely would love to have a basketball conversation and pick your brain a little bit, see what I can learn. because that's what I'm all about. I just I just find people who have a lot of knowledge, and I just take whatever I can from them. That's what I'm all about. What's the score between you, Lock? Man, I ain't played him, man. Don't try to deflect. I'm focusing on you, Sky. I ain't focusing on him. He's 48, bro. Chill. No, that don't mean nothing. He probably can still hoop. I'm telling you, at hoop sessions, some of the best players I've played with and against were dudes in their 40s. I promise you. I promise you. And I'm gonna sound crazy saying what I'm about to say, but I got locked up by a 60-year-old. Y'all not. I'm telling y'all, he wasn't a normal 60-year-old though. He wasn't a normal 60-year-old. He had he. I don't know. I don't want to say this on live, but he had to be on something. I don't know what it was. This man was. I don't know. I don't know. If I see him again, I'm gonna have to record the session because y'all not gonna believe me. He was. I think he told me he was like 60. He was like 60, but he could move. He could move, bro. He was fighting over screens. Like I had to set like triple screens on him just to get him off me. Like it was crazy, bro. Like he was in his 60s, gray beard, but he was like fit. He was real fit. He was fighting over screens. He was picking me up 94 feet. That shit was terrifying. Because he was hand checking too. He still thought it was the 80s. He was hand checking and stuff. Um, no, Lock, I'm focused on you. You said me, Jordan, and Brian. If anything, you got to back it up. I ain't got to back nothing up. Can't hoop no more. Was injured in the. Oh damn, man. Sorry to hear that. Thank you for your service though, brother. The game was slowed down for us for us old heads. Do you coach currently? You do coach. Oh, nice. Whatever. I've been there. No problem. Where you say you coach at? P Solium. Where you say you coach at? Dude was there when Bird was dropping 60. Man, those are great times. That or I'm saying it like I was there, but obviously I watched a lot of Bird film, but like being able to see Bird and MJ, like prime MJ, and then being able to see the guys now, that had to be like a great feeling, man. A great experience, I should say. 13U, 14U, and now trying to get a high school job. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I coached some AAU and middle school teams. Yeah, I looked at your YouTube page. You and Nicole. Yes, I am because I also train and coach. Oh, so y'all like in the same area. Yeah, I hate AAU too. I definitely hate AAU. Because obviously we all know why we hate AAU, but like it's I don't even like where do I even start when it comes to AAU basketball? Like it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Do you introduce you hate everything? Hell. Do you introduce off ball screens first? And do you introduce the screens with the 10-year olds or at a different age? Um, I would say, yeah, I would say off ball screens is probably more important at the start it really don't matter, but I would start with, or I do start with the off ball screens. And do you introduce the screens with the 10-year-olds or a different age? No, we at 10 years old, 9 years old, they don't it don't matter as long as they can follow simple instructions, and as long as you are really good at communicating and breaking things down um, for them to understand. You can teach them anything. Like I said, I teach 11, 12 year olds to split action, and they got that shit down. They understand the split action better than a lot of high schoolers. A lot of the 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds, I kid you not, they can break down film better than like high school varsity players. Like some high school varsity players that I've trained before. Like as long as they can follow instructions, and they actually love what they're doing, like they really enjoy it, like you could teach them anything. Like don't underestimate how smart these kids are. That's the mistake. And I even told my players that, my young players, I'm like, damn, I didn't realize y'all was this smart. They took offense to it, but like, don't. That's what I did it a lot. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna teach them this. I don't think they can handle that. And it wasn't like moves or nothing. It was just like concepts. But they got that shit down. Especially because a lot of these kids, they be making straight A's in school, and they be in all type of special classes and stuff like that. They be on well, what is this jumping on me? Oh, they not. But like a lot of these kids are very intelligent. If they can remember all that shit in school and make a 90 on their math exam and stuff, or math test, and they can remember how to set a screen and how to do split action and how to move it out the ball, they can understand that just as well. San Jose, you saw your y'all 3 hours away. I saw your video on Coach Midrange's channel. Happy seeing channels like you talk real hoops. I appreciate it, Shank. Appreciate it. Yeah, Midrange. He reacted to a few of my videos, I think. Um, I know the interview because I think he reacted to one before we had the interview, and probably like two or three more after that. But I know he's seen some of my videos off stream. I think he said that he watched a few of them, or maybe a couple. I don't know how many, but he watched some of them like by himself off the stream. But yeah, that's why I really mess with Coach Midrange. He's saying exactly what this industry need. Stuff that I've been speaking on for years, man. Like we need more and more people talking like how we talk. Like talk real basketball. None of the extra stuff, none of the gimmicks. We don't have to sit here and talk about moves and who knows who has the best drills, who has the best this that. Like, let's just talk basketball. Let's just teach basketball. We ain't got to reinvent the wheel or nothing like that. Let's just teach the game and talk about the game. Push the game forward. The great coaches, and the great players, they've already laid out what basketball is. Our jobs as coaches is just to relay that information on to the players. Our job is not to go, they don't know what they're talking about. Let me do my own thing. That's what a lot of these trainers are doing, and it's fucking up the industry. I'm just wondering because I worry about kids knocking each other over. Hold on, what are we talking about? Do you introduce our screens first, and do you introduce screens? I mean, they shouldn't. Like I said, it depends on your group. Of course, it just depends on your group. You know what they can and cannot handle. I'll put it like that. But bro, it's so crazy because Coach Midrange said he trained an NBA player and he couldn't dunk off the right foot. Yeah, bro. Like you would be surprised. I tell people this all the time. Y'all be thinking high level players are like They know everything. A lot of them dudes don't know nothing. Like there was like this high level college player I was training one time, and like he didn't know shit. He didn't know nothing. He was just like such a natural athlete. He was so skilled, but he didn't understand like spacing concepts. He didn't understand like the value of closeouts. He didn't even know what like closeout situations was. He didn't know like he couldn't like he didn't understand pick and roll reads, like basic fundamental stuff he did not know. He didn't know any of it. When we was breaking down film, I had him like explain what he was seeing. He couldn't even say nothing. Like he didn't understand nothing. I'm like, what the hell? That shit blew my mind. A lot of these dudes are just like just freak athletes. But yeah, a lot of these like those big men, like yeah, you said Coach Midbrain said the NBA player couldn't dunk off the right. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's simple shit, bro. Even simple things like catching the basketball. Like you will be surprised how many pro players and college players struggle catching the basketball. Like from a bounce pass in the post or a catch up high in traffic, a lot of them struggle catching the ball. Like I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. That's what working on fundamental things like that is so important. You don't understand how important it is until you coach a pro player, a high level college player who doesn't have those things. You're like, damn. You're like, shit, if you wasn't 6'10 with a 40-inch vertical, you would be working at McDonald's, brother. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I think over here in America, we got to do a better job at preaching and teaching the fundamentals. No, because if we can have the freak athletes and combine that with like good basketball and the fundamentals, man, we're gonna be unstoppable. Even more unstoppable than we already are, Uh yeah, bro. The highlight of my life is having that 4.83 GPA for one semester, baby. But for some, yeah, hmm yeah, that's good, bro. Uh, I had a I had my 14U running the triangle, and we played a lot of 2-3 zone. We ate it up. I taught my team to score in 4 seconds off missed shots. And but yeah, I like it. I like it. That's true. Thanks. Isn't it crazy? Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's why the smaller guys like Jose Alvarado and Brunson are not as phased by Wemby as everyone they go against in the NBA is the Giants. And yeah, for sure. And they're just built different mentally as well. Like they're competitors. Like I hate to even put it onto myself, but obviously I can speak from experience. So I can't speak for them, but I can speak for myself. But like I'm crazy. Like when we play pickup and somebody like 6'8", true story, somebody 6'8" comes onto the court, I just naturally paint them as a target in my head, and because I just automatically know that I'm looked at as like the mismatch. So I got to do everything to possible to show you that hey, I ain't no pushover. Like that's kind of how the smaller guys in the NBA probably think, especially the smaller guys. Like they're so used to being looked at as like short. Like Jalen Brunson is what 6'2", Jose Alvarado is like 5'10", 5'11", something like that. So especially somebody like Jose Alvarado, that's why he always gets into fights and stuff, right? Because those bigger guys, like was it Nas Reed he got into it with that one time? Was it I forgot who it was, but he's always no. It was who was it? Was it Miles Turner? Or was it somebody on the Pelicans? Or are all these things true? And he just had like five different fights that I'm thinking about. But those smaller guys, they're always in that mode where they got a chip on their shoulder. Like I'm gonna show you that height don't matter, size don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? That's what a lot of these smaller guys are just dogs, man. They tough. But a lot of these bigger guys, that's what a lot of them were like soft. you know, they're so used to just being bigger than everybody. But the smaller guys, they're used to being at a disadvantage, so they just naturally got a chip on their shoulder. They're used to being the underdog. America has a lack of IQ problem for sure. For sure. It's crazy. It's crazy for sure. Like it's so crazy. Like when you have like when I because I watch a lot of high school basketball games. It's rare that I find a really good like high IQ basketball team. It's rare. And when I do see that team play, they blow out the team by like 30. Because no like it's so rare that the defenses they don't know how to defend it. They don't know how to defend high IQ basketball because they're not used to playing defense against it. So when you go up against a team that plays high level team basketball, they get blown out. I'm thinking of two games off the top of my head where that happened. Where one team, it's a team in my city or in my area. They have a lot of great athletes, like athletic players, guys who can hoop. But then they played a team that was just straight fundamentals. I'm talking about ball movement, split action, uh, like y'all get what I'm saying, like 2014 Spurs type of offense, and they blew them out. And then my team that my high school, they I forgot what team it was, but I even posted. I think I posted on was it Instagram or it may have been Facebook. I forgot, but yeah, it was Facebook. I think they tore my team up with straight like basketball because my team they were just running. They were just like playing iso ball basically. They was playing your turn, my turn basketball. The other team was just ball movement, attack, closeouts. That's all they did was closeouts, like catch and shoot, catch and drive. Once you get 2 feet in the paint, collapse defense, kick it out. Now he got to close out, catch and shoot or catch and drive. We couldn't guard it. Then they start running split action. It was over with. You get what I'm saying? But just imagine if that was the norm over here in America, like the high IQ. But it's rare. It's rare. And that's not a good thing. Man lock. What would you do if you were like 6'6"? You go into the league? Um, it depends. It depends. I don't know. Going to the league like being 6'6" don't mean you can go to the league. It depends. If I was 6'6" and I had my athleticism that I did before I suffered all my injuries, I would have a chance. I'll put it like that. But again, even being 6'6" and athletic don't mean you can go to the NBA. So I don't know, probably not. That's just a nice answer, but the real answer is you already know. Yes, me, MJ, Bron, greatest three players of all time. Chris Jackson was the shit in the '90s. Yeah, hell yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm actually watching. Who am I watching today? I'm actually watching the '95 Seattle Supersonics versus the Lakers. That's actually the game I'm watching tonight. Because again, I always tell y'all, like I watch hella games every single day. I gotta watch at least one full game before I go to sleep. I've been doing that for the past 4, 5, 6 years now. So that's the game I already got on my TV in my room. The 95 Supersonics. What is the Bulls? Or it's two games I gotta watch. It's the 95 Sonics versus the Bulls, and then it's the 95 Sonics versus the Lakers. I'm probably gonna watch the Bulls one first, but this is when MJ wasn't playing. This was just Scotty and him. So I may watch the Lakers first, but we'll see. Foreign basketball player. That's actually who I was thinking of. Funny enough, copy my game after him. Oh man, it's really a small world, man. Like, we got a guy in here who played, D1 basketball. He's a coach, stuff like that. Um, at the park that I usually be training players at sometimes, I met this one guy, like real cool guy. He actually used to play basketball for Kelvin Sampson, who is my favorite basketball coach in the world. He's the head coach for Houston, the Houston Cougars. And the guy I met at the park, because he was real tall and everything, nice guy. He was out there like promoting his church or something like that. So when he found that I was a basketball coach, we would always talk basketball. And he told me like, "Hey, I used to." He was like, "Do you know Kelvin Sampson?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my favorite coach." He was like, "I used to play for him. I got his phone number." I'm like, "No way!" Like it's a small world, man. Because Kelvin Sampson used to coach at Washington State. That's where this guy played at. He played D1 basketball for Washington State for Kelvin Sampson. I think he's probably like in his 40s now, probably almost 50s or something like that. But it's just a small world, man. And so I'm always trying to gain knowledge from him and like players who, played at the high levels and stuff like that. It is a small world. We got a D1 player to go to basketball game. All in one love. Man, what a time we live in. Yeah, man. Even though you showed up late to this stream, and then 2 streams ago, you have to leave early. So yeah, I don't know if I can let you back on live. You getting your privileges revoked, brother. Bro, should I ain't even really hungry, but I'm thirsty. Boy, I'm probably gonna order me something to drink. I feel like down in like 2 Gatorades right now. What do you mean? That was one time you were tired, so I did you very yeah. But I'm tired right now too. I don't even know why I started up the stream. I was just like, why not? Because I was tired. Like I got out the bed right before I turned on the stream. I just got out the bed, bro. I was tired. Like any other time, I'm not, and you are. Nah, I feel you. Dude's a bigger gaslighter than the Human Torch from Fantastic Four. Man, I don't be gaslighting, bro. What's y'all favorite movies, bro? Cause I love movies. I love TV shows. I feel like I didn't watch everything. Like I feel like I didn't watch all the good shit. So it ain't nothing else good for me to watch. Yours is Forrest Gump. I ain't watched Forrest Gump in so many years. I don't think I ever watched it by myself. It was always like when I was younger with family or something. What's like your favorite TV show? Like I watch anything. Like I'm the type of person I'll watch any genre. I don't care if it's romance, action, thriller. It don't even matter. In TV shows, I'll watch anything. Teen dramas, serious stuff. Like I'll watch anything, bro. Same thing with music. I'll listen to single it was going off a little bit, but I'll listen to Taylor Swift. I'll listen to Drake. I don't care who it is. I like everything, bro. If it's good, I like it. I'm a simple guy. If it's good, I like it. The Prestige by Christopher Nolan. What's that? I don't think I've seen that. The Office, bro. I've never watched The Office. I know it's like really good and iconic, but I've never watched it. The Big Bang Theory. I never. No, no, that's a lot. I've watched it, but it was always like when I was younger with people. You know, I never watched it by myself though. It looked boring to me. It's probably not because I don't know if y'all watch Modern Family, but Modern Family, bro. When I was like 6 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, my folks was always watching it, and it used to piss me off. Like I'm like, bro, this shit looks stupid. But then, like some months ago, I binge watched the whole season in like a few weeks, or like not the whole season, the whole series in like a few weeks, and I loved it, bro. The last season was kind of when the kids get older and stuff like that. I feel like the it always get kind of like shaky because you can get away with being like a bad actor or average actor when you're a kid, you know. But when those kids turn like 15, 16, 17, it just becomes cringy and just weird. That's what I feel like happened to Modern Family. Young Sheldon, I'd never watched that either. I always saw it when I was scrolling on Netflix, I would always see it on there, but I never watched it. Damn, none of y'all saying stuff that I watched. That's crazy. Y'all making me feel like an outcast, you know? I always feel like I'm the only one who watch what I watch. That's why when people ask me, what I like to watch and stuff, I don't even say nothing, man. Cause I don't never hear nobody saying they watch what I watch. But like I said, I watched everything though. I watched everything. All the good shit. Or most of it. But I was like a huge movie head when I was younger. Like some of my first movies I've ever watched in theaters was I think Twilight. It was like Twilight and Transformers. Those like the first movies I ever watched was, yeah. I think I was like 5, 6, or 7 or something like that. The first movies I watched in theaters was like Twilight and Transformers. Um, how about favorite basketball movie? Probably Coach Carter, but yeah, Road was cool. Yeah, yeah, he got game. I like he got game with Denzel Washington and Ray Allen. Uh, yeah, it would probably be Coach Carter. Probably be Coach Carter. I don't think I've ever watched Blue Chips. I feel like I've watched probably more football movies than basketball movies. Movies. But yeah, basketball, you'll probably be Coach Carter. And then you obviously He Got Game, you got Love and Basketball. Love and Basketball is cool, but it's just like, you know, it's whatever. But Coach Carter is that I love that movie. High take. I think Coach Carter is overrated because I think something is so good in in the movie. It makes the overall movie look good. Yeah, yeah, I really like Coach Carter, but like I said, I really prefer like most of the football movies over that. You love that movie, Penny Hardaway, yeah. Like, Remember the Titans is that's my movie, bro. Like Friday Night Lights. A lot of y'all probably don't even know that movie. Friday Night Lights. That's my movie. When the Game Stands Tall, it isn't the best. It is the most known movie. I love that movie. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot of others I can't think of on top of my head, but Love and Basketball. All right, more about yeah. That's what I'm saying. Sky. That's what I'm saying. Like it's cool. I've seen it so many times, and everybody talks about it, especially in the black community. Like that's like a huge iconic movie in the black community. So I've always watched it multiple times, and I hear about it all the time. It's cool. Strong side, left side, yeah. Yeah, I just watched Remember the Titans again. Probably like 2 weeks ago. Like I just watched it again. I probably seen that movie like 20 times. Yeah, that movie great. And it's really like Remember the Titans. I love movies like that because again, as a coach, like I understand that being a great coach, it's not about the X's and O's. It's about how you can impact the lives of your players. You know, like he brought them together in a time where he brought white people and black people together during a time where it was not acceptable. It was right after segregation had ended. You get what I'm saying? So, like for him to bring them together and to accomplish what he did with those group of guys, that's what a great coach is. A great coach is literally just a mentor. It's like a second father, like a great mentor, a second father. That's what a great coach is. You know, it's not about the X's and the O's. And like as a coach, that's what I really prioritize. So that's why I really love that movie because it shows you like even though Denzel Washington is a fictional character. I think it was like based on a true story or whatever, but he's a fictional character. But you still look at that character and you're like, this is what coaching is. This is what I should aim towards. So I love Remember the Titans so much because impacting a player's life is so much more valuable than impacting like their skills, like getting them better at basketball. Because a lot of them are going to stop after they graduate high school. Now they got age 19 all the way up to 80 or 90 or 100 without basketball. Now, did you teach anything that's going to help them from the time they graduate to the time they die? That's what being an impactful coach really means. Anybody can teach them how to dribble, how to shoot, can teach them some moves. Like anybody can do that. But can you make them a better father, a better husband, a better friend, a better son, just a better human in general? That's what coaching is. And I understand that because I'm the grandson of a great coach, of a legendary coach. And I'm blessed to be able to see what that means. I remember at 5 years old, I'm riding on the bus with high schoolers because he was a track coach and a football coach, and he is known as one of the greatest, most legendary coaches in the city. You know, so I seen what it means firsthand, what it means to be a great coach. He still has players that he coached 30, 40 years ago. They still come by his house every single week, every week. His track girls, they always come over with their husbands and their kids. That's what being impactful means. Do you know how impactful you have to be as a coach for your players to visit you with their families 30, 40 years after high school? That's what you call impact. And I saw that my entire childhood, and I still see it now. So that's when online trainers and all these online coaches, when they talk about being the best coaches, I'm like, y'all don't even know what that really means. Y'all think because y'all can teach a bunch of people how to shoot and how to dribble, that makes y'all the best coach in the world. I'm like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. But like I said, I'm blessed enough to have seen that with my own eyes, what real coaching means. My grandpa has people coming over the house like every single week, like thanking him so much for things that he taught them when they were 15 years old in high school. Like I got like my entire childhood, like when I go places and stuff, so many people take care of me because of my grandpa. He impacted him, he impacted them so much that they feel like they have an obligation to take care of me whenever I'm around them. It was like that my entire childhood, you know? Like whenever if I would like at school, like teachers would always make sure I was good. If they used to be coached or by my grandpa or something like that, they always made sure I was good, no matter what. What y'all talking about? Uh but yeah, again, like that's what great coaching is. Because I tell people all the time, basketball is not rocket science. Basketball is pretty easy. It's a simple game. The hardest part is actually helping them as people. That's the hardest thing to do. Exactly. Sports help you in life. Adversity is one. Exactly. 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 You gotta teach life skills through the sport that you're teaching. That's most important. You want to teach long-term skills, not short-term skills. Focusing on short-term skills is never good. Short-term skills are just things that they can use for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. those like just basketball skills. Teaching them lifelong skills are obviously things that they can hold on for a lifetime. Now, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out which one is more important. So again, that's why when trainers and all these coaches, they talk about being the best coach, I'm the best trainer, I train all these D1 players, I've trained this WNBA player. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Anybody can do that, but not anybody can change lives. Not anybody can make men better fathers, can make women better mothers. Not a lot of people can do that. Like, I'm telling you, it's so easy when players come to me. It's so easy for me to get them better, but it gets hard when you can tell that they're dealing with something personally in a personal life. Helping them get through that is so much fucking harder than teaching them how to dribble around basketball. That's what I be trying to get a lot of coaches to understand. Like, y'all lose the plot when it comes to coaching. Y'all think y'all judge y'all's ability, or y'all rank as a coach based on like how many players y'all trained or how many NBA players y'all trained. It's like, no, how many lives have you changed? And not just sending them to the NBA. I'm talking about like guys and girls who stopped playing at the high school. How have you impacted them in their everyday life? You know, like that's always been the hardest part to me. Like there have been so many players, I ain't gonna say so many, but a handful of players that have came to me and I got them better at basketball. Like it was easy. It was nothing to me. But they were struggling mentally. They were struggling with something. And I couldn't help them with it. And it pissed me off. It pissed me off so bad because they didn't need ball handling drills. They didn't need shooting. They needed a mentor. They needed somebody to be in their corner. They needed somebody to teach them the ways of life. You get what I'm saying? And once you think about coaching like that, you're like, damn, like there's so much more I have to learn in order to be that person for my players, you know? Because there's still like three players I'm thinking about now. Like they had big problems outside of basketball, and I wasn't able to help them with that. And I still think about that to this day. I'm like, damn, you know, because that's what the great coaches do. They're able to help them through all of those things, and it doesn't get noticed. It doesn't get noticed. That's why like most of the great coaches, you don't know who they are. My grandpa, for example, he's a legend in the city, but outside the city, outside the state, nobody know who he is. You know, but in the city, everybody knows he's a legendary coach because how he impacted lives. You get what I'm saying? Because I always knew he was a really good coach because all the trophies in the house. There was like little, yeah, we got trophies everywhere in my grandpa's house, but those trophies ain't what made him a great coach. And I learned that as I got older. Facts, by the way, is your grandpa really Batman? Yeah, he's Batman, bro. Skills, leadership, teamwork, integrity, perseverance, and how to turn someone into a young adult. That's literally what it is. That's what it is. And that's what I try to focus on. And it's not easy, like I said, especially for me. You got, I'm saying, you're 48, so you got way more knowledge and experience at this thing called life than I do. But for me, that's the hardest thing. I tell people all the time, training players is easy. Getting players good at basketball, I am really good at that, right? But the thing that's the hardest is doing the things you just mentioned, P94, P Solian. It's like teaching them, like helping them become better people. It's the hardest thing because you basically have to be a parent. You basically have to be like their second father. And I'm 22. I ain't got no kids, so it's hard. It's hard. And a lot of times, like the coaches are around the kids more than their own parents. Like I'm around some of these kids more than they're around their own mom and dad. Like, so I take that shit very serious. That's why I take like the safety of kids so serious because those parents, when they drop their kids off of me, they, you know what I'm saying, they trust me fully. So I do everything humanly possible to make sure that they know that their kid is in good hands, that I'm taking care of their kid every way possible. You feel what I'm saying? So, because that's a big responsibility. When you're with somebody's kid more than like their own parents, like you are responsible for so many things, not just basketball. Not just basketball. You're around somebody's kid more than your own parents, you're responsible for everything on and off the court. You're in charge of shaping them into a better human being. That is a lot of responsibility, especially when you're in charge or when you're in charge of like dozens of kids, if not more. People don't understand what it takes to be a great coach or what it means to be a great coach, I should say. I respect what you're doing with the youth. Appreciate it, man. You as well. You as well. But yeah, like I said, that's why we try to tell people, man. Like that's what makes a great coach. Just make sure I didn't miss nothing. Oh, Sky, you said what about White Man Can't Jump? Uh, I haven't even watched that. I watched that like when I was real little. I haven't watched it since then. I'm gonna have to really go back and watch it. Space Jam. I mean, it's cool. I ain't watched it in a while as well. I ain't watched since I was little, but it's a cool movie. Iconic, legendary. I get focusing on winning once players get to high levels. Too many little league coaches try to live out their careers. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like you got so many coaches walking around flexing they they AAU championships that that they won or that they players won at like 11 years old. Like you're flexing a championship, like 11-year-old AAU championship is crazy to me. That's all they care about is winning. That's it. I remember Little League. It was this coach. He wanted to win so bad that he used to go to other cities and pay parents and stuff to get their kid on his team just so he could win. Like it was. It's like, brother, we are in fifth grade. Like we're fifth graders and sixth graders. Like what? Why do you care about stacking a super team and dominating? Like you're losing the plot. If that's what you care about the most, that's crazy. And I was always the star player, so I always had multiple coaches always trying to bribe me to get me on their team and stuff. I'm like, dog, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. And not once did they tell me like, hey, I can help you be a better person. I can help you with this. I can help you in school. I can help you with your schoolwork. I can take you from school to here. I can help out your mom and do this. Not one of the coaches told me that. I told my people that it was only about winning. Yeah, if you join our team, we can win the Super Bowl. If you win our team, we ain't gonna lose. It's like y'all lost the plot. If that's what y'all care about the most, y'all ain't great coaches. Don't care how many games y'all win. Coaches have to check their egos. Too many coaches only care about winning. They don't care about development. They don't care about their players. Exactly, bro. It's crazy. That's most coaches, unfortunately. That was me for real. Ooh, sit this chair up. Damn, neck hurt. I have been way better. I could have been way better. No excuses at all. Don't be like me. Never give up. Follow your dreams and don't let anything stop y'all. For real facts, Sky. They don't have control over their emotions. Yep, crazy. You can just tell that they're like you said, trying to live through the kids because they wasn't good back in the day. Because some of the coaches I be seeing that fit that description, a lot of them dudes was trash in high school. In all seriousness, I appreciate what you're doing for the community. I know it's really hard, but you're doing wonders, man. Appreciate it, Scott. Appreciate it, dog. But there's more to life than basketball, and a lot of coaches don't give a crap about the kids. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like, yeah, you just heard what I just talked about earlier. about what actually makes a great coach. You get what I'm saying? So all these coaches, these AAU coaches and shit, they walking around like flexing all these AAU championships that they won, like thinking that means something, thinking that they mean that means that they're a great coach. That I'm like, man, y'all are crazy. Some of them coaches be bad people and everything, but they got championship rings, so they're the best coach, the best AAU coach in the city, I guess. Whatever the fuck that means. If I could be a coach, I'll be a coach that develop players. I want to teach things that I wish people taught. Yeah, that's literally that's just what I do. Just walk away. That's always my mindset. Just teach them things that I wish somebody would have taught me. Because I tell people all the time, my freshman coach, he wanted to move me up to no, he was the varsity coach, but he coached us in practice when I was a freshman. He always told me he wanted to put me up on JV or varsity so bad, but he was like, I can tell you haven't played a lot of basketball. And I didn't know what he meant. I didn't know what he meant by that. And I'm mad because I wish he would have told me. He just told me that and then just walked off. Like, and I was thinking, like, what the hell does he mean by that? You know, I wish he would have actually sat down with me and broke it down. Like, okay, this is what you need to be working on. Hey, come after school so we can work on this, or I'm gonna find you a trainer and tell that trainer to work with you on this. We're going to develop you and do. I wish somebody would have broke down the game to me, and taught me basketball because that's what I was missing. So and that's what holds back so many players across the country is they don't know how to play basketball. That's why I make basketball as simple as I do because I just teach the things I wish that my coach would have taught me. The things I know now, if I'd have known that when I was a freshman, oh my gosh, that's all I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh, had a great night. I'll hit you up IG, and I'll give you my contact info. And you topic is hilarious. That's why you we can talk about later for sure. I don't have a Instagram anymore, but my email is on my YouTube channel, so you can email me or or you can get a reach out to me on Facebook if you got a Facebook. It's Christian Oliver. It's Christian Oliver, and you'll see my profile picture is the same profile picture I have on YouTube. So Christian Oliver on Facebook, or just find my email that's on it's on my YouTube bio, and just reach out to me on email or Facebook, and we could we could talk. We can talk from there. Appreciate you coming by though. I'm old, of course. I have Facebook. Gotcha. All right, man. I'll see you, brother. And if you can't find it, I'll post a link in the community tab or something like that. But you should. It's Christian Oliver or whatever. Like I said, just you'll find my email on my YouTube, and I'll send the Facebook through there. Because too much expectations, and if you don't meet them, then they'll outcast. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Winning is important, but American culture makes it toxic because they have everybody needs necessary mentality. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly, it's crazy. Uh, this is a little off topic, but winning matters so much. Don't let the horrible people like Karl Malone, Miles Bridges, etc. walk free because they bring money. Yeah, that's how the world works. Unfortunately, it's crazy. Like winning matters so much to people that that horrible, disgusting people can walk free out of jail just because they're good at basketball. Yeah, bro. And organizations will protect those type of people. And then you got the PR teams. Like they'll bend over backwards just to make sure that that player gets painted in a positive light. And then the NBA will make sure that all the media outlets don't post nothing negative about him, which is why all of the players that done crazy shit, we don't really hear about none of them no more. They don't say, like, you don't hear no like negative things said about them at all. Like even the ones who, put their hands on women, do other crazy shit, you don't see not one post about them. But the NBA will post them when they dunk on somebody though. But they won't post nothing about those things. That's that's not by accident. That's by design. The NBA will protect certain players if they uh bring in a lot of money. It's crazy. Something that sticks out in my mind is sticking a tall child in the post when that cap out. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. Again, that goes to winning. They all coaches they want to win so bad. It's like having to forget trying to put that kid at like point guard or shooting guard and have him develop skills. So once he gets to high school, when it really matters, like varsity, he'll be like a 6'4" guy who can handle the ball, shoot. Like he's going D1. You get what I'm saying? But since you want to win so much, now that kid is like you said, ends up being a 6'4" center who can't dribble, can't shoot, can't pass. Now what? You just fucked up his whole future. Like it's crazy, bro. Like if I do start an AAU team like next summer or the summer after that, whenever, I'm gonna let the parents know. Like I'm all about development. We might lose a lot, but who cares? These kids, I'm gonna try to probably train like a coach middle schoolers. I'm gonna tell them like your kid is in sixth grade. Who cares about winning a sixth grade AAU championship? Who fucking cares? No college coach is gonna be like, did you what was your record in sixth grade in AAU? No coach has ever asked that. So I'm gonna have to tell the parents like, hey, we're probably gonna lose a lot because that the tallest kid, I'm gonna have him running point, and you know that kid who can't shoot, I'm gonna have him shooting 10 open threes a game. You know that kid that can't play defense, I'm gonna have him guard the opposing team's best player. You know that person that player right there who can't dribble at all, I'm gonna have him bringing the ball up every single possession. We're gonna lose a lot, but it's gonna pay off in the long run. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm about. Yeah, coach. Do you plan on making videos of you training in person? Uh, yeah, I do. I do. I don't have like a plan right now. It's like, oh, like uh next week I'm gonna do this, but it's definitely been on my mind. All it is like getting a cameraman. And I don't even really gotta get a cameraman. I got so many people that, always tell me that they'll record for me or do anything for me. So I could easily like reach out to them and be like, hey, could y'all, because I got like a mic and all that on my shirt and stuff. So, and that I can plug into the phone and stuff. So I could, William, I could, but it's just not my focus right now. But I could, if I really wanted to, I could have somebody record for me and all that. But I don't know. It's just not a priority for me right now. But it's something I will definitely do. Facts. Hey, bro, development is way more important because who gives a fuck that you want a sixth grade? Yeah, but it's crazy. It's that simple for me. I like your idea of how you run your AAU team because it's a great way to help players develop confidence. Exactly. Of course, the main ways to get confidence is put them in work, but the aforementioned thing, yeah, exactly, man. I don't understand why coaches just don't try to run small ball. Like this game has changed. I I mean, it all depends on personnel because some colleges they have like a lot of colleges have like 7 foot big men, 7'2" big men. Like some colleges do run small ball, but in college there's a lot of like really good big men. Like UConn always has really tall big men. Uh, who just won a championship? Michigan. They had Dave Mara. He's 7'3". They had Morris Johnson. He's like 6'9", 6'10". I guess he counts as like small ball, but like a lot of the best teams, they got giants as centers. It just depends on your personnel. I think you could win with both. Times have changed, but at the same time, you could win with both. Whether small ball or, you know, you can have a 7'5" guy at center. As long as he can protect the rim and he know how to play, y'all can win. It shows players it's okay to make mistakes and take risks sometimes. Just keep it pushing and focus on. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Because that's like it's so crazy, man. Like probably like a year or two ago, we had for my high school team that or my high school that I went to, we had like a six, I think like a 6'8" center, like tall, kind of athletic, everything, like high motor, but he couldn't shoot at all. He couldn't dribble at all. He couldn't pass at all. And I'm like, he already has the motor, the IQ, and solid athleticism. Imagine if he could shoot. He would be D1. Imagine if he could dribble a little bit and if he could knock down open shots, he would be D1. But because he's been a center since he was 8 years old, you just fucked up his whole future. Like he already had most of the like key intangible things needed to play at the next level. But because he played center his whole life, it's over with now. He still can go be a solid player at a low level, like a real low level, but his potential could have been D1, potentially pro one day. That's what I meant. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I meant. Because in high school, there's a lot of teams whose taller players like only 6'2". Yeah, yeah, it's just crazy. The worst way to kill some confidence is to manage them for making a mistake when they were trying to do the right thing. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like balance is very important. So I'm all about creating open shots and taking open shots. So I would never yell at a player just because he's missing an open shot. You get what I'm saying? Like I want you to do that. That's how you're going to develop. You know, you created the open shot. Now you took the open shot, you missed. That's cool. Keep doing it over and over again. I'm not gonna say stop doing that. You know, that's crazy. Now, if you aren't playing hard, now I can get on you about that. You know, but I'm not gonna yell at you for doing the right thing. Like that's too many coaches do that, and it's crazy, crazy. It's like I remember one time, and this like when I train at this is one of the like the downsides to training at a park sometimes, like a public park. Like I was training one of my younger players, and I think we was running like 2v2 or 3v3, um, 2v2 or 3v3 during our session, and somebody on the side, like some random man, because one of the players kept shooting open threes and he kept missing. Uh, and then the random guy on the side, he was like, "Hey, stop shooting all them threes. Stop doing that. You need to drive inside, shoot open stuff." And I was like, "Sir," I was like, "Sir, relax. He's good. He's good. Those are open shots. I want him taking those shots. You don't get better at shooting open shots by avoiding them. That's why a lot of players are bad at training by themselves because they avoid what they actually need to work on. Like it's crazy. I heard mid range talk about being process driven. Yeah, yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. Being process driven, not results driven. Because too many people, and that's the thing I hate the most. That's how a lot of coaches are. They're results driven. If you make a shot, oh, it's a good shot. Even if you take 50 dribble moves and throw the ball behind your head, if you make the shot, a lot of coaches will be like, "That's a good shot, great job, great move, great job." It's just like, but if you miss the shot, and you're like, "Why you take that shot? Why you?" It's just like can't be results driven. Like that's how I am with my players. Then it drives a lot of my players crazy. Like I've gotten into heated arguments with a lot of my players over that because we would be playing some probably like a small sided game or something, and or it could be like a pickup session after our training session, and they could do like a crazy move, cross somebody up, whole bunch of stuff, and then make a step back three, and they going crazy and stuff like that, and I'm just like, that's not gonna work against an elite defender. And they're like, what are you talking about? I scored. I just crossed him up. And I'm like, dude, it took you 9 dribbles to cross over a average defender. You know? Like no coach is letting you do that. No elite defender is letting you do that. And that was a bad shot. The more you dribble, the more inefficient you are. Like that's what I was explaining to him, and he just didn't get it. You know? So again, that just goes into being process driven, not results driven. Like my cousin, she's varsity as a freshman. Okay, and she's going to be a sophomore this year. She's 5'8", and she's the tallest player. And they have that's crazy. Even for a girl, 5'8" is small. So I don't get like the fact that she's our tallest player is crazy. But I guess in my high school is kind of the same thing. So I'm laughing, but it's kind of the same thing. In my high school girls at my high school I went to, it's literally the tallest girl is probably like 5'8". So yeah, I'm laughing, but shit, it's the same thing where I'm at. I'm telling you, like a lot of people be thinking like in D1 college women basketball, like 5'8" is still short. Short. It's really short. A lot of people think 5'8", for D1 girls is like tall. It's like no. Like Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark, a lot of them are 5'10", 5'11". Damn near 6 foot. like like a lot of them girls are tall. A lot of them are taller than the average man. So them girls are tall. You got point guards that's 5'10", 5'11". And a lot of the centers in women's basketball, D1 women's basketball, they're like 6'3", 6'4". Them girls are tall. Um, Context is everything. If you're training young players, development is the most important. It's not. It's the most critical part of their journey. Now, if it's a high school state tournament, that's a different story. Yeah, for sure. That's why I dislike highlights sometimes because that's all players sometimes, and they don't understand the context why their player did. Yeah, I never recommend highlights. Like young players, like they're so like they got that TikTok brain, so they're always asking like, "What highlights should I watch? I watch this player highlights. Who should I? What highlights should I watch?" I'm like, go watch a full game so you can learn basketball, so you can learn the context of everything. Like it's crazy. It could have been 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and they had to create something out of nothing. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about now. Like, go watch the entire game so you can learn basketball. Like, it's crazy. 5'8" for women's is a point guard. Kaylin Clark. Yeah, she's about 6 foot. Probably she could be 6'1". I don't know. Probably like 6 foot, 6'1". Yeah, Kelsey Plum is small. Even she's known as like really small in the WNBA. But like Olivia Chavez, the girl from Oklahoma, she was like she went to Duncanville, I think. She's like 6 foot. No, she's probably 5'11", about 6 foot, even 6'1". Like a lot of these girls, these point guards for these girls, they getting taller and taller and taller. Just like what's happening to the NBA, this shit is slowly happening in women's basketball as well. You're gonna start seeing a lot more 5'11", 6 foot point guards. Of course, you're still gonna have your 5'8s. Of course, there's always gonna be a place for them. Like Casey Wallace's girlfriend, Kiki Rice, played for UCLA, just won a championship. She's kind of small. I think she's probably like 5'8", probably, but she a dog on the court. Uh, is short even. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Scott. She's really short even for WNBA standards. People don't understand how elite D1 and pro level defense is. The reason why Kyrie has shaking bakes sometimes he leaves it. Yeah, but even the thing is about that, just walk away. Like Kyrie's game is still very simple. Like he scores very simple buckets. And sometimes I feel like he does all the shake and bake just because he can. Like that's what I see. There's a lot of times I'm like, Kyrie, you ain't have to do that, man. Like that. Like sometimes you can just tell because NBA is still an entertainment business at the end of the day. You know, I feel like Kyrie, he definitely I feel like he does it just to do it. He doesn't have to, but it's like, why not? Like I have all this crazy skill. Like, why not? I'll do the same shit if I was Kyrie. Yo, kick me out the NBA because I'll come down the court like the Globetrotters. If I was Kyrie, if I had that type of skill, well, I'll be dribbling on, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the court, sliding down, dribbling and shit. I'll be dribbling on my head and all type of weird shit if I had Kyrie skill. Like Kyrie could literally just straight line drive every possession, and he does. Most possessions, he just straight line drives, or like mid range. So he just full speed left, full speed right. That's what Kyrie does most of the time. But sometimes he'll be just like, let me go ahead and cook, bro. So Kyrie, I feel like he goes out of his way to do a lot. But sometimes, yeah, he obviously if he's going like against an elite defender, then that's when you'll see really all his counters and his deep bag and shit. So, but the majority of his buckets is simple. Yeah, Kyrie's so skilled, man. Crazy. Even being the second most skilled of all time, it's still really good. Yeah, it's whatever, however you want to, wherever you want to put him at, it don't even matter. All them dudes' skill is crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get off in a minute though, cause my damn throat starting to hurt. I got that throat spray right there on the kitchen counter. Shit. Like I said, probably gonna order something to drink. I'm craving a Gatorade right now. I don't know what's going on. Craving some sugar, I guess. Like, is this Gatorade over here that I just drunk? It got zero sugar in it. That shit is not hitting right now. Or no, I'm probably gonna just pour me up some water. Especially if I'm trying to hoop tomorrow. You don't want to wait to the day of to get hydrated and shit. You don't want to wait a day before either, but I'd rather you do it a day before than the day of. Oh my gosh. Damn neck getting stiff. What time is it? Damn, it's down there 11 o'clock. Man, be quiet, Scott. Oh shit. Yeah, but all right, y'all. I'm finna I'm finna head out. Appreciate y'all coming through. Um he said throat spray gotta sponsor you if you make it big. Man, for real. For real, bro. I'm telling you. That shit. I'm not even playing either. Like I'm serious. I'll say that shit every stream. I'm dead ass. That shit is always on it. It's always got it on standby. Like my voice, I'm losing my voice right now. But all right, Scott. All right, just walk away. Appreciate everybody who came through. Appreciate it. Like I don't have a job yet. I got you, bro. Because I got to get Just Walk Away too. I'll probably invite Just Walk Away because Scott, remember your pass is revoked right now for what you did last time. But all right, peace, y'all.